Here's Brody Brazil.
All right, final comment here from Matthew. Are you disappointed that the World Juniors basically got canceled because of because I think there were 4 positive COVID tests, at least 4. Let's just say that 4 positives out of, I think they said, about 250 participants, and that doesn't even add in team staff and other traveling members of the different countries. And Matthew, I am disappointed, and I did appreciate the comment by William Eklund, who was bound to participate in that for Team Sweden. He's disappointed but understands the situation. And I think that would be the same thing for me. Although, kind of what did you expect? I mean, you literally had all these teams already in Canada. They were already, basically, the wheels were moving. And you just shut this thing down and said, that's it. It's one of those things where I'm like, there was no foresight there. I mean, it would have been easier to cancel the tournament days before had you known that this was, you really thought you were not going to get any tests. I mean, it wasn't, as far as I understand, it wasn't like a formal bubble. Now, if you wanted to pull this tournament off and you wanted to make it so that there were no, chances taken, if it was fail safe, then put everybody in a bubble. Do a format like that where there's quarantining, come to Canada a little bit early or whatever, have the tournament later and bubble everybody up for 2.5 weeks or whatever it takes to quarantine and then play some games and do the tournament. But I guess what's upsetting is that it shouldn't have come as a surprise, the results that came out, and their reaction to them it's unfortunate. And I'm one of the most precautious people around as it relates to COVID, as it relates to doing the right thing. I think through all of this, and I know through all of this, I've always prioritized life situations versus sports. And I'm a person who works in sports. It keeps a roof over my head, helps feed my family, like sport, and sports are what I love. I mean, sports are a backbone and a foundation of my life. Professional sports and covering them. But I don't want to look back 20 years from now and say, what were we doing? Trying to hold, tournaments and this and that during a pandemic, and did extra people suffer because of this? But that's how I overall feel. But what's happening here with the World Juniors, I don't know that, like, this was not going to exacerbate a problem, and this was just not done the right way, not executed the right way, not reacted to the right way. All of it is just so confusing to me. So, and yes, like, I hear people say, well, gosh, what an experience for these kids that they'll never get back again. And that is true. That is true. But haven't we all suffered to some degree and many degrees, infinite degrees in the last, coming up on 2 years now? Like, all of us have sacrificed things. Being with our friends, being with our family, missing a vacation, missing somebody's birthday, anniversary. This, you couldn't be there. You couldn't do this, couldn't do that. Graduations didn't happen. School stuff, social stuff. So, yeah, I do feel bad. If the tournament doesn't get to be played eventually, of course I feel bad. And the same thing for all the NHL players who didn't get to go to the Olympics. Of course I feel bad for all of you. But, like, this kind of goes with the crappy nature of 2020 and 21. Like, this is how things have been. So I'll leave it with that. Yes, I'm disappointed. I am upset for them. But perspective here is that I'm kind of not completely shocked. And yeah, like, here's Drew's comment. The real victim of the World Juniors were the young players. I agree, but again, we're all like, everybody's taking a hit here. So it's not fair and it's not fun, but that's the way it goes.